Have you ever wished you could read people's minds, or maybe influence what they think, how they act, or even how they feel about you, without them realizing it? Well, psychology has discovered dozens of simple tricks that can actually do just that. Today, we're going to explore 10 psychological techniques, backed by research, that really work in everyday life. Use them wisely, because once you know these secrets, you'll never see conversations the same way again. Trick 1. The power of silence. One of the most underrated tools of influence is silence. People hate awkward pauses. Imagine you ask someone a question and just wait. Most of the time, they'll rush to fill the silence by giving you more information than they planned. Negotiators use this all the time. When someone throws out a number, staying quiet forces them to explain or lower it. Try it in your daily life, and you'll be surprised how much people reveal when you simply stay silent. Trick 2. The foot in the door technique. This one is classic psychology. If you want someone to agree to something big, first ask for something small. For example, ask your coworker to quickly review one page of your work. Once they've said yes, later ask them to review the whole report. Since they already agreed once, their brain wants to stay consistent, and they're far more likely to say yes again. Salespeople, charities, and even politicians use this trick constantly. Trick 3. Mirroring. Have you noticed how you feel more comfortable with people who act like you? That's mirroring. Subtly copy someone's body language, tone of voice, or even the speed of their speech, and they'll feel an unconscious connection. But be careful. Make it too obvious, and it feels fake. Done right, mirroring makes people feel like you get them, and it builds instant trust. Trick 4. The name effect. Everyone loves hearing their own name. It's one of the sweetest sounds to our brain. If you're meeting someone new, use their name naturally in conversation. Say, "That's a good point, Sarah," or "I agree with you, David." It creates warmth and makes people pay closer attention to you. But moderation is key. Use it too much, and it sounds manipulative. Trick 5. The Benjamin Franklin effect. This one's fascinating. Benjamin Franklin once won over a political rival by asking him for a small favor, borrowing a book. Strangely, the rival liked Franklin more afterward. Why? Because when we do a favor for someone, our brain justifies it by deciding we must like them. So next time you want to build rapport, instead of giving a gift, ask for a small favor. Trick 6. The pause of power. When answering a tough question, don't rush. Pause, think, then answer. That short silence makes you look calm, confident, and intelligent. Politicians and public speakers master this art, because hesitation looks weak, but a deliberate pause looks powerful. Trick 7. Social proof. Humans are wired to follow the crowd. That's why restaurants say bestseller on certain dishes, or why YouTube shows you how many millions already watched a video. When people see others doing something, they assume it's worth doing too. So if you want to persuade someone, show them others already agree. Trick 8. The compliment sandwich. Sometimes you need to give criticism, but you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. That's where the compliment sandwich comes in. Start with something positive, then give the criticism, then finish with another positive note. For example, "You're really creative, but you need to work on deadlines. Still, I know you've got huge potential." The criticism lands softer, and the person leaves feeling motivated. Trick 9. Anchoring. In negotiations, the first number mentioned becomes an anchor. If you're selling a car and you say $15,000, the buyer will unconsciously use that number as a reference point, even if the real value is lower. Always try to set the first number because it frames the entire conversation in your favor. Trick 10. The Zeigarnik effect. Have you ever noticed how you remember TV shows with cliffhangers more than complete stories? That's the Zeigarnik effect. Our brains hate unfinished business. That's why to-do lists keep us awake at night. Marketers use this all the time with phrases like, "You won't believe what happens next," or "Part 2 coming soon." Leaving something unfinished keeps people hooked. So, those are 10 powerful psychological tricks that actually work. They're not magic, they're science. But with great power comes great responsibility. These techniques can build trust, strengthen relationships, and make you more persuasive, but they can also be abused, so use them wisely. Which of these tricks will you try first? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the hidden powers of the human mind.